Hey there, fellow Americans. Breaking news that's got everyone talking: Social Security beneficiaries are about to see the biggest change in their monthly checks, and you won't believe the numbers we're looking at for October 2025. But before we dive deep into these life-changing updates, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay informed about all the latest Social Security news and benefits you might be entitled to. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this vital information that could impact your financial future. The Social Security Administration has just announced a groundbreaking cost of living adjustment, COLA, that's sending shockwaves through the nation. But what exactly does this mean for you and your loved ones? How much more money will you see in your monthly checks? And most importantly, do you qualify for these increased payments? These are the burning questions we're going to answer today, and the information might surprise you. Let's start with the shocking numbers that have everyone talking. The October 2025 Social Security raise comes in at an impressive 3.2% increase, reflecting the ongoing changes in our economy and the rising cost of living. But here's what makes this particularly interesting: this adjustment isn't just a simple across-the-board raise. The impact on your monthly benefits could vary significantly depending on several key factors that we're about to explore. Now, you might be wondering, why is this increase happening now? Well, it's all tied to the Consumer Price Index and inflation rates that have been making headlines throughout 2025. The Social Security Administration carefully monitors these economic indicators to ensure that benefits keep pace with the actual cost of living. But here's something many people don't realize: this increase isn't just affecting retired workers. The reach of this adjustment extends far beyond what most Americans might expect. Speaking of expectations, let's talk about who exactly qualifies for these new payment increases. First and foremost, if you're one of the 70 million Americans currently receiving Social Security benefits, you're likely in for some good news. This includes retired workers, disabled individuals, and even survivors of beneficiaries. But there's more to this story than meets the eye. The increase also affects Supplemental Security Income, SSI, recipients, which means millions of low-income Americans will see a boost in their monthly payments as well. But here's where things get really interesting: the actual dollar amount of your increase will depend on your current benefit level. For instance, if you're receiving the average Social Security retirement benefit of $1,827 per month, you're looking at an increase of approximately $58.46 monthly. That's an extra $701.52 per year. However, if you're receiving maximum benefits due to delayed retirement credits or higher lifetime earnings, your increase could be substantially more. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but when exactly will I see this money? That's an excellent question, and the timing is crucial. The new payment amounts will begin with benefits payable to more than 66 million Social Security beneficiaries in January 2026. However, for the 7.5 million SSI recipients, the increased payments will start slightly earlier, on December 29, 2025. Why the different dates? It's all part of the Social Security Administration's systematic approach to implementing these changes. Let's address another critical question that's probably on your mind: do I need to do anything to receive this increase? The simple answer is no. If you're already receiving Social Security benefits, the adjustment will be automatic. You don't need to fill out any forms or make any calls. The Social Security Administration will handle everything on their end. However, and this is important, you should still keep an eye on your benefit statements and any communications from the SSA to ensure everything is processed correctly. But here's something many people overlook: this COLA increase isn't just about the direct boost to your monthly checks. It also affects various other aspects of Social Security benefits. For instance, the maximum amount of earnings subject to Social Security taxation, known as the taxable maximum, will also increase. This means if you're still working while receiving benefits, you need to be aware of how these changes might affect your overall financial situation. Speaking of working while receiving benefits, let's discuss how this increase affects the retirement earnings test exempt amounts. These are the limits on how much you can earn from working while receiving Social Security benefits before your benefits are reduced. The 2025 adjustment has also modified these thresholds, and understanding these changes is crucial for anyone planning to work while collecting Social Security. Now, here's something that might surprise you: the COLA increase also impacts Medicare premiums, but not always in the way you might expect. While your Social Security benefits are increasing, it's important to understand that Medicare Part B premiums might also change. For 2025, we're seeing some interesting developments in how these two programs interact, and it's crucial to understand how this might affect your net benefit amount. Let's talk about a lesser-known aspect of this increase: its effect on family benefits. If you have dependents receiving benefits based on your work record, they'll also see an increase in their payments. This includes spouses, children, and even ex-spouses in some cases. The ripple effect of this COLA adjustment extends far beyond individual beneficiaries, potentially impacting entire families. But what about those who haven't claimed their Social Security benefits yet? If you're planning to start receiving benefits soon, this COLA increase could affect your decision-making process. Should you claim now or wait? How might future COLA increases compare to this one? These are complex questions that require careful consideration of your personal circumstances. Here's another important point that often gets overlooked: the impact of this increase on specific groups of beneficiaries. For instance, disabled workers and their families might see different effects compared to retired workers. The same goes for survivors receiving benefits based on a deceased worker's record. Understanding these nuances is crucial for making informed decisions about your benefits. Now, let's address a concern many people have: will this increase be enough to keep up with rising costs? While the 3.2% adjustment is significant, it's important to understand how it relates to actual increases in living expenses. This includes considering factors like healthcare costs, housing expenses, and other essential items that typically impact seniors and benefit recipients the most. One aspect that's particularly relevant for many viewers is how this increase affects those receiving both Social Security and SSI benefits. If you're in this category, you'll want to pay special attention to how the two programs interact and how the increases in both might impact your total monthly income. Here's something crucial that many people miss: the effect of this COLA increase on taxes. Depending on your total income, including these increased benefits, you might see changes in how your Social Security benefits are taxed. Understanding this aspect is essential for proper financial planning and avoiding surprises during tax season. Let's also consider the long-term implications of this increase. How does it compare to historical COLA adjustments? What might this tell us about future increases? While we can't predict future adjustments with certainty, understanding the patterns and factors that influence these decisions can help you better prepare for what's ahead. For those of you wondering about state-specific impacts, it's important to note that some states tax Social Security benefits differently than others. This COLA increase could affect your state tax liability differently depending on where you live. It's worth checking how your state handles Social Security benefits and whether this increase might impact your state tax situation. Now, here's a practical tip that many beneficiaries overlook: with this increase coming, it's an excellent time to review your benefit payment method. Are you receiving your payments in the most efficient and secure way possible? The Social Security Administration strongly encourages direct deposit, and this upcoming change provides a perfect opportunity to ensure your payment arrangements are optimized. Let's talk about something that's particularly relevant in today's digital age: how to track and verify these changes in your benefits. The Social Security Administration offers several online tools and resources to help you monitor your benefits. Understanding how to use these resources effectively can help you ensure you're receiving the correct amount and help you plan your finances more effectively. As we wrap up this comprehensive look at the October 2025 Social Security raise, remember that staying informed about these changes is crucial for maximizing your benefits. The Social Security system can be complex, but understanding how these adjustments affect you personally is key to making the most of your benefits. And here's your final call to action: if you found this information helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Share it with friends and family who might benefit from this information. Drop your questions in the comments below, and let me know what other Social Security related topics you'd like me to cover in future videos. Together, we can navigate these changes and ensure everyone gets the benefits they deserve. Stay tuned for more updates, and I'll see you in the next video.